I would never want my daughter to date a black man due to the fact that they have this weird obsession with humbling black women instead of putting them in positions to be humble. And then due to the fact that a significant amount of them just genuinely don't like black women, and I don't understand why they don't accept that. And then, in addition to all of that to deal with, I understand and I recognize and I'm able to acknowledge the fact that when black women date outside of their race, they're typically treated way better from my experience and from what I've saw in life. They typically don't have problems with other women. They're typically well taken care of. They're typically well provided for. And that is the life that I want for my daughter if I was to ever have one. But that's just me.
I don't know how you got this question, but I will answer it. Okay, serious question. Do you see your son marrying a black woman, or would you prefer him with someone of the race of your wife? Keyword, I'm saying prefer. My son goes to a school that is 90 something percent black kids. It's a like a private school, and he's around all black girls, so he's gonna have crushes on black girls because he's a straight boy. If my son ended up at some private school with all white girls, he would like white girls. Not because they're white, but because they're the girls that he's around. See, I live in real life. There's a lot of people who like to negate real life when we talk about internet topics. But we're talking about my son. So let's talk in real life terms. In real life, over all these standards everyone swears they have on social media, right? The number one contributing factor to picking your mate is proximity. The number one factor. It's not even close. The reason that so many affairs start at work isn't because the finest people in the world that are all your preference work where you work. It's because of proximity. That's where the massive majority of the cheating starts. And so, whatever, like, if there's more white girls around you, boom, you end up with a white girl. If there's more black girls around you, boom, you end up with a black girl. Of course, there's the outliers. There are the guys who specifically reach outside of their community to get a woman. But 99% of us don't do that. Motherfuckers like, oh, how did you marry a white woman? What are you talking about? She worked at the gym I went to. I don't know if y'all know. I'm 31, right? Back in 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, there was this many black women at gyms. Black women in the gym is some new shit. I'm talking about strictly like fitness black girls, new shit. That was, bro, even to this day, the proportions are still ridiculous. It's like 95% white and Asian and everything else except for black people. Fitness and all that fitness shit is only cool with certain black dudes. And that's not me knocking black women at all, but if I'm someone who's like, my thing is fitness and bodybuilding. What would make you think, like, what are the chances that someone like me could end up with a black woman? Think about it. I would have to be specifically tailoring my dating preferences and going outside of my group to find a black woman, which would be weird. That would be weird. Everyone on social media wants you to do it the other way around from real life. But in real life, the women you're around are the women you're going to be attracted to if you're straight. In real life, the men you are around are going to be the men you're attracted to in real life if you're straight. When people say stupid shit like, oh, how did that ugly guy end up with that baddie? That is who she was around. But of course, y'all don't want to have real conversations with real humans because then all of your weird like scenarios that you've put together because you're so intellectual online, all of those will just be blown out of the water. You will realize that like really real life is really simple. And you're like, oh, it's not that deep, is it?
How would you react if your oldest wouldn't dare date black women? I would applaud him. I used to be one of those people that wanted my kids to date black women, but after seeing how hateful many of them are, not all, but many, it would not offend me if my child chose to not date a black woman. I used to think black men who don't date black women hate their mamas. But now I realize some black women, just gotta leave them where they at. I feel like whoever my children choose to date, I'm okay with it at this point.
somebody he loves. Deal with it.
She's black.
Wow.
Literally, what do you say to that? No, it's literally funny. Wow.
So let me get this right. Black girls called you ugly? So do you want me to believe that the white girls called you handsome? The black girls called you ugly. So you want me to believe that the white girls called you handsome?
Here's why I don't date black women. Nah, I did that. You wanna no? Here's why I don't date black women. Listen to me when I'm talking to you lot.
I'm listening.
Because you lot don't like to fucking listen.
I'm listening.
I don't date
Okay.
black women because you don't like to get put in your place. And when
Which
you get,
place?
Your place.
Which
and when you
place?
get put in your place, you think you got taught like a man.
That's why they were
You're not
cheating
a man.
on you then.
You're not men.
That's why they were
Watch
cheating
this.
on you.
Stay in your
That's why
fucking
they
place.
cheated on
yeah?
you.
And this is why Cynthia G was correct when she said it's the same black man every time. A lot of these black men want to put black women in their place like the white man had put them in theirs. What do you mean your place? And then after that, he started going in about black women not wearing their natural hair. And he asked the woman, where's your hair? What about your lashes? Why you wearing makeup? I mean, bro, they do this all across the diaspora. It don't matter if they're in the States. It don't matter if they're somewhere else, bro. Cynthia G was correct. It's the same black man every time. It's absolutely disgusting. Women wear things, and black women put weave in their head because they want to. Black women ain't the only one that wear weave. Black women ain't the only one that put makeup on. But somehow y'all dudes be making excuses for it when you go date your little preference, your little exotics. You feel me? But yeah. Trash.